Welcome back to part 6. Major progress made this week. Let's take a look at what we've done. Starting off with the rear door. If you notice now, there are 3 hinges up the side. So what I did is I fabricated the hinges. Let's go have a closer look. Sun's shining very bright, that's what you can see. So I fabricated 3 of these hinges, and I then welded them all up first, and then I cut off the lower hinges. So the hinges are cut off, and then the door just swings open. I have to carry the weight because it's so heavy, this door is. I have actually added this little plate for the door to sit on at this side, and the handle to be able to pull the door open. So obviously this is 6 foot high, this handle is. Underneath here, trying to use all the parts I've got on the shelf, but I can cross strap. To strap the thing down, I can then strap downward and cross strap it on. So how am I going to get up there? Well, there is a ladder now, and because that doorway is at base of the door is just under 7 feet off the ground. So forgive my shadow because it's bright sunlight. So that's just about 7 foot. So it had a good thing for how I could do this, because the ladder needs to be manageable. It needs to obviously fold up, can't leave it down all the time. I also don't want it to get stolen when I'm sort of parked up for the night in a lorry park or something. I want the ladder to be there in the morning. I don't have to jump 7 foot out the door. It's made out of some big hydraulic tubing and square box. I've just angled the ends and bent the ends around a bit. I've added rubber buffers to the bottom. And then simply here, these 2 brackets here, it slides up and down on here. It's a little bit ungainly at the moment, to be honest. I need to make it a bit better. There is another bracket that's not on there at the moment, so when it's folded up, it hooks over at the top. We lift up, we pivot 180. With a satisfying squeak, it drops down. The truckers in lorry parts will love that. Guaranteed, you know, sort of 4:30 in the morning, me folding up to go. They'll love that one. They love me as much as a fridge driver. I'm going to find a way to improve this. These are only bolted on, so I'm going to find actually a way to improve this eventually with some form of plastic bushing, something like that. Something that'll slip easier. But for the moment, I've got time pressure now. I've got a show to do on May the 10th, and we're now mid-March. So this thing has to get finished. So at the moment, it's more important to get this done. I've got the show to do. My wife is coming to the show with me, so I've got to have the internals finished by then as well. Now, put the ladder in position. Obviously, we drop it down, we swivel it round, and as we do so, we just drop and put that peg in the hole. It sits on the ground on its rubbers, and then we climb the ladder. There will be a couple of grab handles, one here and one here, to aid getting in and out. We're in. I tell you what, it's a good view from up here. If that's about 7 foot, and that's another 5.5 foot to my head, well, I can't be asked to do the maths, but you work it out. So let's give you a little bit closer look at these latch parts. Lower latch with handle. It's good to have a plasma cutter. Upper latch, so both will be fastened to the camper side. The rear door will have a couple of spigots on with these washers on the end, and so the handle latch goes up and then latches back over the spigot. This top one here is going to be the top of the door, so from here to here there'll be an interlink bar. So when this one is hinged down, the top one will follow as well. And I could have done it, I mean, this is fairly simple anyway, but I could have done it simpler still, but I think this will look quite nice. So they'll both work together, make the latching easy enough, and this third hole here will be for this plate here, goes behind it, it mounts on that one there. I'm going to extend the handle out, because obviously it's no good the handle being down the side of the camper. I'm not going to get fingers behind it, so I'll bend these ones out. This one then tab will be bent over the top. When it goes over the top, you can then put a padlock through. So that's the base plate for the top latch. So there'll be a bolt welded to the back of this, latch on and off on the door. It's actually that way around. And this will weld to the side of the camper, that weld to the side of the camper. And then we've got the 4 plates here. Weld them on for the, what's that called? Tube. I've still got a few of these pieces. So while we're doing it then, let's cap the ends of the tube. Make them nice and smooth. Better quality job. Right, the latch is now finished. Lower latch, upper latch, connecting rod, just loosely bar. Not even fastened on yet, that one in, but anyway. So, what we got to do, push down, and it unlatches. Once these are tightened up, it'll hold it in position, but look, look at that. That's nice, I like that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send this off, that and that. I'm going to get them zinc plated in silver. And I'm going to send the ladder away as well, the zinc plating. Because they're the items that are going to get, paint's going to come off straight away, it's going to rust. So send them away for zinc paint. The base plates are welded on, so they get painted up. It's grey, because that'll be white, that'll be grey. So they'll get painted that same colour. And then when the zinc plate silver's on, it should look hopefully very nice. So need to fit this, literally just taking it out of the box. And top part, bottom part. Seems simple enough. Screws and some brackets. I would note there is no instructions came with it. So cut a hole that big. That bit slots internally. So as long as I make the hole to go that big. Notice there isn't any sealing strip. I expected there to be a rubber seal strip to come with it. There isn't. So I do have some anyway in the shop, so I shall put some of that on, plus sealing it down with silicone. So I shall belt and brace it. Other than that, it looks like quite a nice unit. It's got, just like an old caravan had, it's got fly screen and blackout blind all built in. So I need to mark out internally where it is going to sit, and then I'll drill through and I'll sit on top of the roof and then jigsaw out. Damn it, didn't buy a new jigsaw blades. I wonder if I got a blunt. I need a 400mm by 400mm hole to take that skylight. These ribs are, I never measured this, 550. So we're gold. Yeah, we're gold on this one. So let's have a look. Total, let's find centre. We're going up in the world. So look, that is what the roof of this looks like now. There's the tread plate I put across the top edge. That is all screwed down to stop the first sheet peeling off and to seal it. And then just sheets of plywood, all sealed right around the all edges. And it's actually raised the roof up now to flush across. There's the jigsaw. It does have a fairly blunt blade in it, unfortunately it's all I've got. But I'm going to show you a little trick that if your blade is a little bit blunt, how you can get around it. Now I am being careful and walking on the edge because this is not a strong roof by any means. Better now it's got the ply on it, but still this is not a structural roof. And I am not the lightest of people. So first off, we've got our 4 holes so we know where it's going. So let's just draw a line between them. So I'm going to reach over. It's like being on thin ice really. In the background is a Porsche, not Cayman, what are they? Oh, the old Volkswagen Beetle type Porsches. Okay, not Cayman. Oh, jeez. It's going to bug me now, that one is. Kelly McGillis, whatever she called in Top Gun, she drove one. When Tom Cruise goes chasing after her on the bike and he jumps, you know, she sort of flies up the hill and he sort of... Now you can hear it. Yeah, that's noisy. Right, if you can still hear me, what we're going to do, this part of the blade is blunt. This part of the blade is fairly sharp still. So to cut it, let's use the part of the blade that's sharp. We got a hole. Right, here is the skylight. It's square, so it doesn't matter which way round it goes at the moment in time. Does it fit? Yes, look at that. We're about 5mm and 10mm to spare. So more than enough, but look, you've got such a big ceiling area around it. The other bit, the trim internal, goes internal of this. So it fits, and we've got a bit more daylight in here. That's the bit, we're about here. It's delaminating. I'll have to dig into that and get all that cleared out of it. Right. I am not the most safety conscious of people. Actually, that's wrong. I'm actually really safety conscious. I just choose to ignore a lot of the bullshit that goes with it. This is 1996, I think this is, originally. So we are close on some years old. The paint on this, I don't know what it is. It most likely has lead in it or something like that. I don't know. Maybe probably by 96 we got rid of lead paint. I can't remember. I am going to wear a mask. I've been into the RSL shop and I have taken out one of the paint masks. I'm definitely going to wear it for this one because it is when I've been cleaning paint off a welding, the paint has been so thick. You've got the post office red underneath, and that's thick, and then this lathering of green paint as well. So I am going to wear this, and I'm going to rip into it with this. I know this is not a traditional sander for vehicle bodywork, but there's that many layers of paint on here and blemishes, things like this. I'm going to go over this first, then we'll fill it, and then we'll go over with the rotary sander to, I'm not going to fine detail this, let's face it, it's a bloody Horsebox, it's a camper, but we still want a nice job. So rip into it, this for a start, fill it, rotary sand it, and unusually for me, definitely going to wear one of these. Now, remember I put one of these on there. I am your father. It's a Common Gear. I remembered now. It's a Porsche Common Gear replica. Actually, that's got the Volkswagen Beetle engine in it. Now, I've done the other side. It took a lot of effort. I'm going to see if I can use some movie magic on this one. So I'm going to click my fingers and it's going to be done. Magic. That was a lot of sanding. Bloody movie magic, my arse. Ah!